The Mr. Beast situation has been going on for a while now, ever since the reports of the basically the entire Discord leak with Ava and messaging the underage kids and whatnot. It's just been like a downhill, just snowball effect at this point, just more and more momentum. Obviously, of course, a lot of the things that come out have come out. I mean, ain't nobody really care, really, because a lot of them are just kind of like just rabbit trails, if you will, that just lead to dead ends. It's like, okay, I mean, sure that happened, but is that really impactful? No. But there's other accusations that have come out that definitely are, like the illegal lotteries, the whole environment with which they are working at Mr. Beast, with that latest video from one of his other employees, specifically in regards to the one where he was made to stay up for an extended period of time when he was just trying to get some sleep and they wouldn't let him. Just stuff like that, just not the greatest culture, if you will, in terms of like a working environment. Obviously, you could say, I mean, he was definitely there. I mean, he chose to be there, but there's obviously other things too where it's like, yeah, but I mean, you probably shouldn't be saying no, you can't have the lights turned off when you want to go to sleep. But anyway, yeah, this has just been a giant thing that has just been growing and growing. And Mr. Beast's response to all of this really hasn't been anything. I mean, he just is uploading like normal, which, I mean, I guess is okay for a little bit anyway. But I mean, at some point, you're going to have to address some of it, which is what he's going to have to do because, yeah, I mean, it's just people are just going to keep talking until he says something and just trying to sweep it under the rug. I mean, it could work, but well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But we're going to get into his response. The only response that we've really received in regards to any of these accusations that have been made against him, and it's really not the greatest response. Let's just get into it. It says Mr. Beast wants full assessment of internal culture amid allegations of impropriety and unsafe sets. It says Mr. Beast has ordered a full assessment of the internal culture in his YouTube empire, as well as an investigation into allegations of inappropriate behavior by people in the company, according to a confidential memo obtained by the Associated Press. Addressed to Team Team Beast employees, the message sent Wednesday outlines infrastructure changes, including plans to hire a chief human resources officer and require company-wide sensitivity training. The expanded probe signals that troubles inside YouTube's biggest channel could go deeper than the serious allegations facing a longtime collaborator acknowledged last month by Mr. Beast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson. Yeah, I mean, I've seen other people make comments on this too. Like, what is sensitivity training? Like, what? I'm failing. I'm glad that in all of this, his go-to was getting HR. Bro, I don't know if you've ever worked for any company ever, but HR is probably like the least helpful thing ever. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe Mr. Beast will do it differently, but I don't see how. I mean, HR is just, oh my God. The thing that, if he actually thinks this is going to change anything, absolutely not. But anyway, the real crux, if you will, is the sensitivity training. Like, I don't even know what that means. Like, more open to people's feelings on certain subjects. Like, I just don't understand what that means. Company-wide sensitivity training. Let me know down in the comments because maybe I'm just oblivious to it. I don't know. It says, as your leader, I take responsibility and I am committed to continue to improve and evolve my leadership style, Donaldson wrote. I acknowledge that I also need to create a culture that makes all of our employees feel safe and allows them to do their best work. Well, yeah. A spokesperson for Mr. Beast confirmed that the memo was sent to employees. The memo comes after a turbulent few weeks for the YouTuber, long adored by his young fans for freewheeling videos of outrageous giveaways and audacious charitable acts. Donaldson admitted previously to using inappropriate language last week after clips circulated online of past homophobic and racist remarks. An early production of his ambitious game show set to feature 1,000 competitors and a $5 million grand prize recently brought safety complaints from contestants who described a chaotic set where they lacked regular access to food, water, and medication. And then that's also part of it too. It's like he's been obviously, hey, people love it, so obviously it's working, but I think they also have to kind of figure out a way to, I don't know, make it a little more reasonable to have these game shows that also aren't just like full on gladiator mode, fight to the death. I mean, obviously it's not that bad, but I mean, not not allowing people to have access to food and whatnot. I mean, let's be real. I mean, you could definitely do that. You got enough money. So obviously there is some safety procedures they probably need to be following. But yeah, this whole situation has just been just so. I honestly, when I first heard about it, I didn't really believe any of it, to be honest. Just I thought it was just people hating on Mr. Beast just because he's super popular, which some of it is absolutely. I mean, people are always gonna punch up, if you will, because it's okay to punch up. But I mean, a lot of these allegations they just keep coming forward, and it's starting to like build up, and you're like, okay, well maybe there's actually more to this. And so really, my biggest thing is with like the online lotteries. I mean, you already know it's suspicious when they're taking videos down after it's brought up. So I mean that's pretty much the giveaway. Them just basically seeking legal action against other people for trying to get them to take stuff down about anything related to Mr. Beast. That obviously is like what are we doing? I mean that you're not doing yourself any favors by not making any statements and just going after people and suing them. I mean, you're pretty much just almost admitting guilt at that point. But I mean, hey, I don't know. That's legal system for you. Maybe I just don't know enough. But then yeah, it's really the lotteries, the game shows. I don't really care about the rigging so much, but I do think that if you're gonna make it like a genuine thing, I don't. Obviously, it's just my personal opinion. I don't think the rigging is the way to go. I mean, at the end of the day, if people are probably gonna watch it anyway, whether it's rigged or not. But it does kind of alienate a lot of people, I would think anyway, because they think it's like these just random people that are winning these prizes. And then when you look into it, a lot of, especially his earlier videos, was just all people he knew. Like it wasn't like random people. I mean, there was a couple random people, but for the majority, for the most part, it was like close friends, family, or like relatives or associated friends, if you will. And so, yeah, I don't know what he's going to do going forward. I'm really anxious. I don't know, I'm really anxious. I'm really curious to see what he's going to do. And I really would like to see what other what other allegations come out and if they can hold true because a lot of what's come out, I mean, if all of it holds true, he's fighting an uphill battle right now, I think. But I mean, then again, we won't really know until we get more and more people on board, especially people who are like involved with the law and know the ins and outs. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the whole Mr. Beast situation down in the comments. If you think this is just getting ridiculous to the point that he needs to make a statement, or if doing what he's doing right now, which just completely ignoring it, is the way to go. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I'm just a guy on the internet, so obviously I don't know. But anyway, if you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and I hope to see you guys around. Peace.